none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's not this. I lock in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. So lit, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Or they say I wanna be him, cause my rap is tight. No really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black, I'm white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's not lit. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's not lit. I love the girls that fuck with my music, getting referrals from the girls love to booze it, party and lose it. That's the life I'm choosing, not losing. That's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that, I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack, could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame. Take a pic, sick, you're lame. A quick fix to shame, you lick dick for fame. A thick chick is lame, a chick picked to lame. I think I've gone insane, I think I've lost my brain. And honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's not lit. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's not lit.
Liberty, Freedom, Whiskey Podcast. 2 guys unfiltered, unedited, extremely opinionated, drinking whiskey.
What could go wrong?
Be warned, they don't care about your feelings. Just freedom and liberty, and of course, whiskey.
Welcome to another episode.
Welcome to Mardi Gras. Look at all that
If you're
shit
watching,
on the road.
if you're watching live or watching the video afterwards, I pulled up. This is a live feed of Bourbon Street, New Orleans, as
Y'all
we
watch
speak.
closely, you might see titties.
On Bourbon Street. Hell, you might see a murder happen right there live. You
That
don't
is
know.
also true.
That could possibly happen. But this is live on Bourbon Street as we speak. As you can look at the ground out there, you'll see how nasty it is. So, but that's what that is. That's a live feed. Hopefully it holds. But that's a live feed of Bourbon Street right now since it's Mardi Gras time, and I've been working my ass off during Mardi Gras time. We've got our 2 biggest fans.
Bam and Mel.
Bam and Mel are here. Hopefully we'll get some more people. Of course, we don't know because YouTube keeps taking away our views. Hello, Sarah.
Yeah, ain't that some bullshit? We were up to like 11,000 views. Then the next day we had 10,000 views. Now we're down to like 8.3.
Yeah. When we went down to 9, now we're down to 8.
They don't want us to go viral. They're fucking with us.
They're taking away views. Now, it says we have like, I don't know, 400 or 500 subscribers.
Right.
Some of them we come in here. So, our 3 biggest fans are here. So.
We got fans.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
They are.
Yep, still no king cake. Iceman don't love us.
I will try to go online when I get off of here this evening and order a king cake. Email me your address.
Seriously.
I wish a Boudin king cake would hold up, but it won't because it has to be refrigerated because it'll spoil. But if you could experience a Boudin king cake, you would.
That would be delicious. I love me some boudin with that little sauce.
This is a boudin king cake, though. It's the boudin stuffed inside the king cake.
I don't know if I'd like that. Meat with a...
Buddy, you didn't think you were going to like charbroiled oysters either.
I love them. They're fucking delicious.
So, just trust the ice, man. Trust me. So, anyway, a lot of these stories tonight, I'll just get it out there now, or they're not all that funny. Because this is a political podcast. I do have a couple interesting ones in here.
I texted to you.
But most of it's going to be on the Ukraine, unfortunately, because Putin decided to go ahead and invade. If y'all have been
Ain't his fault.
living under a rock and don't know what's going on.
Fucker started it. I'd invade their ass if they did that shit to me, too.
Well, he still invaded them.
He's losing his ass, though.
It's going to cost us a whole lot of money because Biden is so great and he shut all our pipelines down and made us non-energy independent. That now, hello, Aaron. We're going to be talking about Ukraine. Oh.
And it's election year, so they ain't going to open the damn pipeline up. That goes against what he stands for.
Yeah. That's a live stream of Bourbon Street behind us also. So there's no telling what may pop up or out over there. You can see way up top, they got people on the balcony up top up there.
Yeah, that's where I would be. I would not be.
You couldn't afford to. Well, you could afford to get up there, but it's going to cost you a shit ton of money to get on a balcony in New Orleans at this time.
No, I got points with the Wyndham down there, so I get to go anywhere. VIP member.
Well, like I said, this one's not going to be a super funny one because there's nothing funny about them invading the Ukraine.
Well, there is.
Oh, no, it's
So-
not.
Well, kind of. I mean, Russia thought that they were just going to fucking stomp Ukraine into the dirt. And I did too, to be frank. I mean, their military is stupidly outnumbers the Ukraine. And them guys, they rolled across the border and they did some crazy shit. But, like, for instance, they thought that their aircraft were untouchable. And then this one crazy motherfucker, nobody knows who he is. The Ukrainians are calling him the Ghost.
The Red Baron.
Basically, he's the only ace combat, like, veteran now in the 21st century. Usually they don't shit don't happen. He came out of nowhere. The Russians didn't even know he was up there and shot down 5 Russian jets. As of about an hour ago, he was shot down but was able to eject prior to crashing. So he is currently in a hospital and fully intends on going back up. That's
Well, I don't know if y'all I didn't put it on here, I don't believe, but the Ukrainian soldier that was on Snake Island.
Is that the guy that told him to go fuck himself?
Instead of surrendering, the warship was like, hey, surrender. We're going to do this. And he's like, Russian warship, you can go fuck yourself. And I believe then they blew him up.
Yeah, they killed him.
They blew him up. But he went out like a man. He didn't get captured or give up. So
yeah, he did. See, I think that shit's funny because you hear about that shit all the time. Like, them saying they're going to shoot down an aircraft or something, and they're like, this is United States Air Force fighter craft, send them up, I'll wait. Yeah,
like I said, this guy basically told them, fuck you. They blew him up, but he didn't surrender. So,
yeah, he knew it too. He said, he's like, this is it.
Yeah, he said, yep. He's like, fuck y'all, and then said silence. But he didn't give up, so good for him.
Well, Aaron, you should know me by now. I like titties, and Mardi Gras seems to be the place they're at. So I can see them from the balcony.
But if you send me one more picture of yours, host Air, I'm gonna ban you.
No, you ain't.
I'm gonna block you.
Did they change all the street signs? See, I didn't see that, but that's funny as shit. Change all the street signs in Ukraine to just say go fuck yourself.
Did they do that?
I don't know.
That would be hilarious. That if they did that.
Yeah, I mean, if you take down the street signs, at least they wouldn't be able to
Well, I think it's funny that well, it's not funny, but the whole Biden is like, oh, we're gonna sanction Putin and we're gonna sanction. What the fuck you gonna sanction him with?
Well, there is a lot of shit that Russia needs.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit we need too, like oil, since we're not pumping our own.
So that is unconfirmed that they changed the street signs to go fuck yourself. But the United States or the Ukrainian military and the president have instructed all residents to remove all street signs so that the Soviets can't find their way in.
They don't have Google Maps.
Right, like, well, I don't know.
Well, the White House said they're going to impose individual sanctions against Putin and his foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov or something like that, along with the UK doing the same thing in the European Union.
They need him a lot more than he needs them.
Says how much, it's unclear how much that'll accomplish by sanctioning them individually. Said Putin publicly claims his salary is $140,000 a year, and it's his only source of income.
Damn, our sheriff makes more money than that.
I want to call bullshit. That he just probably takes what he wants.
Well, yeah, I would say that's a pretty safe bet.
They said they're going to impose a slate of sanctions on the Russian president and Sergei. The United Kingdom, European Union have announced similar sanctions. Putin and Sergei have joined a growing list of elite Russian government officials. The U.S. said has sanctioned in response to Russia's action in Ukraine. I'm sure he is shaking in his boots. They said they're sanctioning some of their largest banks, cutting them off from the U.S. banking system. Said Russia launched an unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. Now, you have a different opinion.
That is a lie.
I didn't read it. You said,
hey, Roy.
I haven't got to read it, but you said that the Ukraine provoked Russia.
110%. 110%.
So
I'll explain it to everybody. And you can go do your own research and stuff like that and verify me if you want. So if you remember back when Russia annexed Crimea, they took Crimea from, well, essentially the Ukraine. Well, the Ukrainians were really pissy. So what they did was they built a dam stopping all of the water flow. That river had all of the fresh water for the entire country of Crimea. So when that happened, basically Putin said, okay, bullshit, open the waterway. And they didn't. And basically all the livestock, all the crops and everything died in Crimea. So Russia is putting billions and billions of rubles into shit. What the hell was that? Anyway.
What, in the background?
It was like a bat or something. Or
no, well, that's probably looks like feathers, probably. But if I was watching the Boo Boo bus went by, somebody must have got hurt out there.
Yeah. So basically, Crimea is starving to death, and they were having to bus in supplies and shit like that to the people of Crimea because they didn't have water to take care of themselves. So Russia finally got sick of it and said, damn it. Okay, you've destroyed the economy of Crimea. We get it. Open the dam up. And they basically give him the finger and, nope, not going to happen. So he said, fuck you. I'm going to come open it myself. That's why he keeps telling everybody he has no intention of holding Ukraine once he invades it. I think he's going to just have all the people drive over to the dam, blow the shit out of it, let the water start flowing, and drive back out of it and say, if you dam it back up again, I'll be back.
Well, maybe they should just start shipping in Fiji water.
Yeah, right. And they can afford it.
They said Holstera found that out. I didn't know about it because he was like, well, they started. I'm like, how the hell they started? I mean, but I haven't read the story.
Whole thing, like you said.
I guess you're confirming that. You confirmed that?
I confirmed it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the That's because you kept saying, I have no idea what the fuck they would want Ukraine for. There's nothing there. That's what it is.
Well,
Technically, there's
I've
nothing there but
heard
water.
I've heard stuff where basically Putin
Yeah,
wants
that'd
to
be
put
super
the original Soviet Union territorial lines back the way they used to be when it was a Soviet Union.
Yeah, he has made that statement.
So that's what I figured. It was just he was doing that because they say he's crazy, which he probably is crazy, but I heard that
Not as crazy as Trump was.
that he wanted to start putting it back together the way it used to be. Well, you didn't know it was Trump's fault that Russia is invading Ukraine?
I wouldn't doubt if they tried to say that shit.
I think I sent something on it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I sent a thing saying I think Trump. It is Trump's fault that
Poor bastard gets blamed for everything.
he's not even president no more, and he's still getting blamed for everything. I don't know where I put it.
I'm pretty sure if you watered flowers with great value water, they would die. You got to use this Crystal Falls shit. I don't save a lot.
$3.99.40. But I drink. I buy them cheap bottles too. Anyway, I don't know where I put this story, but I read a story somewhere where I think it was today. I glanced over it saying that maybe did I put it on here? Yeah. The dumbass, one of the military people, the one that claimed that did a testimony for Trump doing a quid pro quo with Ukraine or something like that, or he did something. He had something to do with the impeachment, and yeah, here it is. Lieutenant Colonel Vidman. It says he says that Trump is absolutely at fault for Russia invading Ukraine. This administration, that's all they do. Trump has not been the president for over a year now.
And when he was president, they said that all the good shit was because of Obama.
But everything is his fault. This idiot is the one, like I said, he's the one that testified against Trump's corruption. He played the key role in his first impeachment, saying Trump's attempt. I don't know if y'all remember when everybody was saying, that he was trying to do the quid pro quo with Ukraine, saying, look, I want y'all to dig up or do something, dig up information on Joe Biden, and I'll give you this and that and this, which was a complete lie. What did happen was they have Joe Biden on tape or audio, however you want to do, recording of him bragging about he told the Ukraine, either you fire this prosecutor or we're not going to give you your $2 billion from the United States, and he was bragging on tape. That is kind of quid pro quo, don't you think?
Yep.
But yeah.
Good for he, but not for thee.
Yeah. Anyway, this is this retired lieutenant colonel who served as a director of European Affairs on Trump's National Security Council, and was on the call when Trump pressured the Ukraine president to do us a favor and dig up dirt on their president, Joe Biden, which we found out was a lie, but they're still reporting it as true. He's saying that it's Trump's fault. It says Trump eventually released the aid, but not before lengthy delay that strained the country's relation and clearly emboldened Putin. This guy just hates Trump for some reason. I don't know why.
Because his wife's hotter.
Probably so. I don't know. But anyway, he's trying to say it's all Trump's fault. This ain't Trump's fault. I'm going to tell you why Putin decided to rate. One of the main reasons he did it is because our president
is a pussy.
Is a dementia patient that needs to be in a nursing home. He, the biggest part of his day is is he getting tapioca pudding or green Jello?
Tapioca's delicious.
I love tapioca pudding. But I'm just saying that's his biggest part of the day. Because this dude don't know where he's at half the time. I don't know what kind of
Speaking
medication
of Joe
they
Biden,
give
you
him.
want to talk about his racist ass for a minute?
Well, sure.
It's next story, anyway. So I'm not going to say the big P word in front of his name. Joe Biden nominated, can't even say her first name, Brown Jackson, to the Supreme Court on Friday, setting in motion a historical confirmation process for the first black woman to sit on the highest court in the nation. Okay, first off, hiring somebody based on the color of their skin is in fact racist. I don't give a shit who does it. But the bad thing they're going to have with this confirmation, and watch, because they're going to make it all big on TV like they did with all the other ones. When the Republicans start asking questions, they're all going to get attacked as racist because she's black.
Well, I think I got a video.
Today, as we watch Liberty under attack abroad, I'm here to fulfill my responsibility under the Constitution to preserve freedom and liberty here in the United States of America, Biden said at the White House as he introduced Jackson. Well, the problem is this fucker, the other guy ain't even retired yet. So you got to hold the fuck on. For too long, our courts haven't looked like America, Biden says. I believe it's time that we have a court that reflects the full talent and the greatness of our nation with a nominee of extraordinary qualifications, and that we inspire all young people to believe that they can one day serve their country at the highest level.
She hasn't been a judge that long. Let me play the video.
Yep.
Here we go.
Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court.
Good afternoon.
The first black woman nominated to be a justice on the nation's highest court. If confirmed, she would replace Justice Stephen Breyer, a liberal member of the court who announced his retirement in January.
Which I think they tricked him into it. They kind of forced him into retirement. I don't think he was quite ready yet, from what I read on some stuff.
Judge Jackson served as a law clerk to Justice Breyer earlier in her career.
I've been a federal judge for 8 years.
Whoa. She has 8 years experience.
And I have a duty of independence.
Did she just say she took a duty?
Yep. My butt's been wiped.
But she's only been a federal judge for 8 years. That's not that much experience.
I think I've seen her twerking on your motorcycle today.
No, she's too skinny.
I clerked for 3 federal judges before I became a judge.
She was a clerk.
And they were models. Of judicial
naked models?
Yes.
And what that has meant.
What does it mean?
Is that I know very well what my obligations are, what my duties are, not to
She said duty again.
With partisan advantage in mind.
What makes her a strong nominee in part is that professional diversity. This sort of
Have you ever seen one of them? I shouldn't say this, but I can't help myself. And I'm not very PC, so fuck it. I want you to picture Spud McKenzie in your head. And now look at this chick. Is it just me, or does she look...
I've completely lost the page, Hank. Oh, God.
When I...
She's got... Her head starts back here.
Does she not look like... To me, she looks like Spud McKenzie.
Is that a wig? Is it falling off? Is that why?
I think she just has a really high forehead on it. But
She's got a 6 head.
It's your perfect place to stay. Booking.com.
What the hell is that?
allows Biden.
Smile Direct Club gets you a straighter,
What is that?
brighter, cleaner smile.
You're playing a commercial.
I'm not playing a commercial. What? I know you can't hear us. I'm trying to figure out how to get it turned off. I don't know where it's coming from. No, I just turned it down. They're like freaking out. I don't know where it's. I don't even know where it's coming from. No, it's not plugged in. I'm gonna have to end the feed and redo it for some reason because I can't get this turned off. So y'all stand by, and it's gonna be right back. Okay? No, it's not. It's still in my ear. I know it's where it's coming from, but I can't figure out where it's coming from here on here. I'm gonna